All right, so let's look at the markets and using your scanner. This is the best scanner I can ever talk about. Not just because it's from PB Express, because of its simplicity. So now, just take note of some things very quickly. How do I take trade with this scanner? This your scanner is the basic and the best scanner you can ever talk about. Okay? It's the best and the most basic scanner you can ever talk about. Now, I've taught to people, if you go to your 90 days challenge, a lot of training, so I'm not going to be emphasizing. So talking to this scanner straight up. Now, to start with this scanner, okay? Now, you don't rule out the day when you start with this scanner. So, first of all, irrespective of the instrument you want to trade, either euro, either Bitcoin, whatever, first of all, you're going to go to daily. Pay attention. Now, this is a teaching now for you to understand market in general. Now, when you go to your daily, now, please, I've said this time without number, that the market for the day, you want to trade for the day and make money for the day. So as a day trader, so you must learn how to work with the daily candle. You want to work for the day and make money for the day. You must learn how to work with the daily candle. Doesn't matter what instrument you are trading, you must learn how to work with the daily candle first. Okay, so now let's look at gold. Let's start from gold. Now, I'm not doing analysis. I'm just telling you, taking this scanner. Now, when you go to your daily candlestick, now you are going to see structure ordinarily that this market is still an uptrend. Look at it. A high, low, low. So this is the last. And then the market come to mitigate the other block. So I'm not going to be teaching that. All I need is to see what happened yesterday. That's why you are coming to check the daily candle. What happened yesterday? This market is likely to continue selling. Why? Because yesterday was a bearish market. So this candle closed bearish yesterday. So you are anticipating that the market is going to cool down. Now, so if that is the case, I'm not saying you should do what I'm doing now, but if I anticipate that this market is going to go down, and that's the advantage some of you have if you are on PB Express. So now you'll be tilting towards more of selling. But you know, gold is a very funny character. If I use Bitcoin as an example, okay, Bitcoin yesterday closed bearish, but it's not indicating that we'll continue selling bearish today. Are you getting it now? Bitcoin closed bearish yesterday. This is the candle, but we're not anticipating for the market to continue going down. Do you know why? The previous day candle is bullish, and the yesterday candle came in neither break high nor break low, and in neither close low nor close high. Okay, so it was supposed to close below the previous day candle or above the previous day candle. So the market is indecisive. So it can be more confusing. So you will know how to trade for that day. Now, if you have like bullish continuation, so let's look at it, we call it like something like this, then you can envisage or anticipate more buying. Carry, though a reversal can happen anytime, but you can envisage more buying. So your candle close previous day really matters to your trade. This one too is going to be confusing. So you do more buy and sell in any market you come to see that the previous day. All right, so look at this. This is at just like resistance point. It's struggling there. You see your scanner already identify it that, okay, this is like from key level to a key level. Though this resistance is not longer strong like this one up here. Now, why? The sticker, the level, the thicker the key level, the stronger the resistance or support. Okay, so I'm just showing you. So sometimes I can tilt towards a market that I know that is poised to buy or sell. This one didn't close above here. It was bullish though, so you envisage more bullish continuation. Though we're supposed to close above this, but this candle was bullish yesterday, so you want to envisage more bullish continuation today. So I use this thing to actually stratify which market I should trade. This one too was bullish yesterday, though didn't close above this. If you had closed above this, make more sense. All right, AUD. So I will not even go for this. Let the network. This one, I've left the ground for as long as possible and have not returned. So you delineate market you want to actually, especially market that have strong momentum. Look at this one, have been struggling. It will come down, it will go up, it will come down, it will go up. It's now mitigating that resistance. So look at this one. Okay, even this one didn't close that way yesterday above this, but this is what it has formed. Erase all this. This is the previous day low, even the third day low. So this is more or less like power of 3 down. So we're going to work with this. Let me use this one as an example. Okay, I'm going to use this one as an example. I'm going to use this one as an example. You don't need to trade with stress. Follow just simple instruction. Okay, so now let's work with this one as an example. Though it had a resistance above. And I said, when you come to the market, look at daily candle. When your daily candle give you a signal to buy, okay, what to do is to go to your 1 hour. So pay attention. When your daily candle give you signal to buy, all right, like this, you go to, what do I call it? You go to 1 hour so that you can have a fast entry if you're a swing trader. So we'll step down to 1 hour. When you step down to 1 hour, what do you have? So you will have find the entry earlier, right? But this entry, this market strength is not too palatable. So it's not a conventional PS that we trade regularly. So, but as you come and on your 1 hour, you can see that it at the support key level regularly. So that means you are looking at the chart. This was good. This was good, but this was not good. Okay? Though closes above this. So that means if you are entering this market, you enter here and put your stop loss below here. You know, this is a currency. It's a return back here, it doesn't really matter. Okay? Then, if ordinarily I have come now and I check 1 hour, 4 hour time frame. So 4 hour time frame had actually given a buy, but it's not a good buy confirmation. Now listen, whenever you are entering using your scanner, you want healthy confirmation. What do we mean by healthy confirmation? Now, this is your scanner, I ask you to buy. There are two major confirmation of this your trade, and always pay attention to it. When you have this, so we have given the rule on your script, so read it much. So entry condition. So pay attention. Conditions. 1, 3 candles close. What do you mean by 3 candle close? Okay. First, right? Accumulate. Okay. Second, expand. And third, all right, delivered. So now, what do you mean by that? So let's quickly explain this. Learn this thing very well. Now, your scanner had given you buy position. So what you want is, look at this first candle here. You call it the one that accumulates. Look at this second candle. You call it the one that expands. So if it's a buy, the center candle, and that's the one that carry the signal, all right, should be lower than the left and the right candle. So that is the first and the third candle. So once your signal come out, wait. You hear me now? Once your signal come out, wait. Then after the waiting, because it's going to come out the moment you take out this, because this scanner is programmed around price action, liquidity, and smart money. So it has broke structure and trying to say, I want to reverse. All right. So in doing that, immediately it does that, the structure has been broken. That's a potential swing. So the signal come out with this candle, this long, almost maribozu candle. So when that come out, the signal is already out showing. You don't enter, you wait. Then the second candle come and manipulate this, okay? So it took over the pattern. After taking over, it do gra and continue your journey and deceive him, return back. It doesn't matter what color, either bullish or bearish, it doesn't matter. Now, he now finish and close with a long wick, right? The next candle that come up, that one push, but didn't break below this center candle. The moment it broke below this center candle become the first candle, okay? Why the one that just came out will become the second candle. But in this case, this is the second candle, this is the first candle. So the third candle will come out, right? After come out, it will not take out this. That means the signal is already stamped. All right. After the stamping of the candle, the signal, then this one, suppose, if you want to have a strong signal, supposed to close bullish and sometime above this center one. It become A plus setup. So you don't take call signals, right? It become A plus setup. But this higher time frame, so anything can still manifest very well here. So it become an A plus setup. So when you now take your signal, you take it at the close of the third candle. That's what we mean by that. So after taking it, your stop loss will be below the second candle. That's what expand the three region. But this is 4 hours. So now if you see the signal, it's not too powerful. So go to 1 hour quickly. Now in going to 1 hour too, the signal too is not that too powerful but was better off than the 4 hours. Because you can see now, this is the one that accumulates, this one that expand, that's manipulate, and then this is the one that distributes. It's not too powerful, but better off. Now you enter your stop loss below here. Now let's go to 30 minutes. If you can find something better. Do you get that? Now, so if you look at it, on 30 minutes, we found something better. This is a very fantastic A plus setup. Let me show you. It's a very fantastic what? A plus setup. Look at it. Accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So this third candle close above it. You can just come into even looking for that. When your signal pops up, does it give you something like this? So now your entry will be here at the close of this third candle. Then your stop loss, of course, below the expanded candle. And most cases, when you now have your support key level there, that make a lot of sense. Listen to me, please. Your first profit target should be 1:2 risk reward. So that means this is a 1:2 risk reward, especially when you are trading with currency. Now, a quick one I want to tell you. I gave us a place to do measurement. measurement for entry and then calculate your, stop loss and all of that. What measurement do you do? Very simple. We have what we call the market bull to calculate what we call position sizing. I gave it to you. When you are trading, you are a business person, so you have to treat it as business. These are tools for your business. Now, this is not my work to teach anybody who is using the scanner. The one is that the scanner is fantastic and it should know what to do. But you are a subscriber and you are in the PBX club, so you need to understand how those things work. Now, this is your money you are trading with, let's say $200. And what you want to expose to the market is 10% or 5%, depending on what type of trader you are. 5% will be $10. So how many pips is your stop loss? So let's go back there. So this stop loss is about how many? 26 pips. So let's call it 27. Look at it here. This is your pips. 26 point something. Let's call it 27 pips. So you put it here. Put 27 pips here. Okay? So you now click on calculate. So it said in this trade, use 0.037. That is $10 what you want to expose to the market. So if you use minimum of 1:2 risk reward as your profit target, the moment you do that, you have $20. Secondly, when the above of your entry, if the key level is there, you can extend it there. Okay, that will give you an edge, especially when you are trading currencies. Now, getting it better, if you find a good signal on 1 hour, you want to go to 15 minutes or 5 minutes. If you want to find a good signal on 4 hours, you want to go to, if you find a good signal on, okay, when they give you buy or sell on 4 hours, you go to 15 minutes. Give you buy or sell on 1 hour, you go to 5 minutes. Now, let's see. When he gave you that entry, was far back here. Can you see now? Was far back here. So the signal was a very powerful one. Why? The accumulation was not too good, but the expansion was great, and then the delivery was great. So that means your entry position was going to be here. You take long, then you click here, your stop loss here. So it has reduced your stop loss, and it will quicken your delivery. This is 16 pips. Okay, then 1:2 risk reward will be faster. So look at it there. So sometimes the resistance, there's not an issue, right? Right, you are putting this way. So 1:2 risk reward. But the lot size you are going to use now is going to be different, okay? Now, why is it going to be different? Because your stop loss is reduced. So your stop loss is how many pips? As I check it here, this is 16 pips aggregately. Let's make it 17 because of spread. So it's going to be 17. 1 to 7. You calculate. So you're going to use 0.0588. Let's call it 0.6. All right? That's what you're going to use. And then, so it will deliver quickly. 1:2 risk reward, 32 pips. You will have done your $20. Now, see the market again. It got here. It showed, if you're a scalper, but I don't encourage you as a beginner to start scalping. Work with the scanner and then do more swing, all right, or day trade. So, but it gave a very powerful signal here. Look at it. This is the accumulation. This is the one that expanded. Look at this. So, but your case, you don't need to sell this, right? You don't need to sell this. What do? You just wait. You just wait. Perhaps give another signal here. So that means you are getting another entry here. Oh, yeah. Sometime, because you already have this one as a backup, as it came down to that point, right, you are even taking an entry. But nevertheless, so this one, I love this one because this thing is giving us what I've taught. Now, part of three, what we call it triple phase, all right, protocol on our system is that it has three forms. One single candle can be the power of three, two candles can be, then three candles. But the most stronger and easier for beginners is the three candle. Now, look at this one. Do you see this signal here? Good. So the power of three we mentioned, the form three candle formation. This now is two candle formation. In ICT, this is called change in state of delivery. Why? This candle is the one that accumulates. Though it was forming, this is the accumulation, and at a point, this is the what? This one turned to what? The manipulation or expansion. Now, is the one that carried this signal at the initial point. Haven't carried the signal at the initial point. In the process of your waiting, now this one open. Now, when this one opened, do you know what really happened? This one opened. Instead to go up, it now went down and collect the power. So as he had collected the power, right? As he has collected the power, then that means something funny happened. He collected the power. So that collection of power he did, that is further expansion. And that is what you'd call change in state of delivery. So he sweep it out, collected the power, and move up above this candle drastically. So in other words, in a layman language, what they call change in state of delivery is called engulfing. That engulfing, what it did, this engulfing is different from the usual engulfing. Mostly the engulfing candle is okay, the candle open and close aggressively higher than the previous candle. It may not necessarily sweep it, but in this of like ICT trading, is what it did is that it deceived this and yet collected the button and returned back. That is change in state of delivery. I've taken over from you, right? Weaken you, and at the same time take my power. So in that case, you don't wait for the third candle to close when you see something like this. So what happened? Good. Very beautiful and simple. Then you enter your trade from here. Of course, your stop loss is still going to be below here. Now, how many pips is this? About 20, 21 pips. So you still go there and do your position. If you are not doing this as a trader, you actually, to an extent, you may say, time will have gone. No, that's why you wait for confirmation. That means you are using 0.047. So it can be 0.05. Okay? You go back there and then push 1:2 risk reward. That one is done here. So it's done there. That's about 42 pips. Now look at what happened. Don't panic. The markets push up and you are happy, you love it. All of a sudden, drastically come down and give you a drawdown. Stop. You have already said it's $10 you are exposing to the market. Don't panic. See, these are part of the things that make you not to have profits. Okay? So you have allowed the market to run. If you hit your stop loss, fine and good. That's why you don't gamble. Just do what you're supposed to do. Okay? So now, eventually, the market do all the gaga and then give you your profit. Glory be to God. Okay? Then, so you can see the market continue. Now, but as the market continue, what did it do? It begin to struggle with this upper limit here now. See how it's ranging. So that means there's no momentum. Okay? Now, this one, it come down here. This is not change in state of delivery. This is three candle confirmation, accumulation, manipulation. That means you have to wait for the third candle. This is not change in state of delivery. This is three candle confirmation, accumulation, manipulation, and delivery. So you are entering here. This is not change in state of delivery, accumulation, manipulation, and delivery. Now, instead of taking this trade, because you are now counter the trend, because if you look at it, the trend is actually digressing up gradually. So you may not take this, or if you take it, you just take it and target this. So you may not do 1:2 risk reward. Are you getting it now? Now, this trading now, this movement of this market is weakening, right? It's weakening because no momentum to move as much as possible. Do you get now? Okay, so now let's go back to another instrument. So you just need to learn this as good as possible. So let's go to our common instrument. So let's look at Euro USD on daily time frame. So Euro USD on daily time frame. Yeah, we have this extended candle to this support. Yeah, it actually manipulates this. And then, so let's go. But you can see that that's why no signal was given by your scanner. Because these are not well set to say market is about to reverse. So if you go to 4 hours, probably you could find a signal. So, but this market is still downtrend. Let me tell you one of the things with this your scanner. Market has given you a buy signal, though, yes, but it's not a strong one. Let me tell you why it's not a strong one. The resistance are still huge up there. No support is formed. Good? So, but on a normal way, you have seen the signal here. You go to your, if you see it on 4 hours, go to your 15 minutes. Now I'm seeing another one here, which is accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. So, which is still repeated of this, repetition of that one. So let's do something. Let's go to 15 minutes. Now, in going to 15 minutes, perhaps may really start making small sense. This is not changing state of delivery, okay? Because this is T3 candle confirmation. So 1, 2, 3. So you are entering here. So entering here, your stop loss here. That's about 25 pips. That means you are targeting 1:2 risk reward there. So it's about to hit, and then it's doing this. You don't need to bother. Just allow it to run. Okay? Just allow it to run. It's going to run soon and give you your profit. Remember, so if you find a trade on 1 hour time frame, you give you a buy or whatever on 1 hour time frame like this, you actually go to 15 minutes, 5 minutes. If you go to 5 minutes, what signal am I going to get? Okay. In 5 minutes, you could find this signal here. Can you see? This is a very strong signal, very strong one. Right? You enter your 1:2 risk reward. It come down, you sell. Don't sell it. Just allow it to be. You have put your stop loss, so why panicking? Now, a new signal come up. That's to your advantage. Very powerful one. Okay? Very powerful one. Remember what I said, the momentum, accumulation, manipulation, and delivery. So contraction, expansion, delivery. So your entry is here, second position. Then the market, the two will deliver this almost at the same time. Okay? Now this sell, don't fall for it because you are envisaging a total reversal. So these are the things you look at in this share market. Very, very simple. I have to just do as much as possible. So don't fail to always look at your daily first. All right, so let's look at GBP USD. Of course, similar thing you're going to find. But both of them are still bearish. Okay, you have to have that understanding. Right? So this one, yesterday was bullish. And can you find something? Now, I don't want this market to be too complicated for you. Now, if you look at something, yesterday was bullish and it swept liquidity of the previous day. So that means you are still envisaging, just like you know that the Euro USD is not too healthy, even though you want to reverse. So this potential buy today, what do? Go to your 4 hours to find a signal. And that's what gives you a structure. So that means you have sold from here, excuse me. Now, today, no signal was given on 4 hours. But for me, when I see this structure, I'll go to 15 minutes to find a trade. Let's go to 15 minutes. Now, in 15 minutes, so this was a trade. Okay? Because at that time, or many movement has happened. This was a trade. That was a very, how powerful is it? Okay, this is a trade, not too powerful. But the third candle didn't close above this one. So if I wait for a new candle close above there, that you can take a trade. So most time, once the third candle did not close above the middle candle, it's a bit risky. Then so now if you go to 5 minutes from the activities of your 1 hour, okay? So you will have found a trade. Now the momentum is very low. Of course, you have to remember again to that we're in a weekend. Okay, so this and this and this and that are just the simplest way of getting your trade and making money. So sometimes when the market did not give you any good signal, don't force yourself into the trade. Allow the market to be the one to provide signal for you. Okay, then you are now taking into the market and all of that. So 1 hour, 4 hours are your structure confirmation. Why daily is what define direction of the market for that day. So your scanner will just simplify things for you. So imagine on this 1 hour, look at this. Very powerful. Now, some people who are trading currencies, when they find a signal that is not too bogus like here, they just take the trade because they are swing trader. Okay, some of them are swing trader. They just take the trade on that 1 hour. Okay. So you see now that those signals are not too powerful. Okay, look at this. This is 4 hours. Okay, 1 hour. So go to 15 minutes. Look at so when you now go to 5 minutes, remember here was your major resistance. You are looking at that when the market come back to. So when you take your trade, you can take that place as your selling point. Okay, or when the scanner give an opposing candle, which is like counter. Look at this now. Look at 15 minutes. This is accumulation. So this didn't close well. So for more entry confirmation, you want to wait for this candle to open. Now, but sometimes, even if you are not waiting, like I say, just wait for the third candle to close. So and it's bullish, you are in your stop loss here. That's still another fantastic thing. So look at this on your 5 minute AUDJPY. Can you see that? AUDJPY. So here you have this. That was not a good one in that 5 minutes. You can see how the market struggle over and again there. See this signal, since none displays it, is still standing. Then look at this. And now when we go advanced settings, this is not my advanced setting will give me this confirmation. That's second confirmation. But this is not the general setting. Okay, so you are in here and targeting 1:2 risk reward, the close, the stop loss should not just be below here alone, but to consider this previous one. And that's about how many pips is this? Your stop loss is about 19 point something. That's, let's call it 20 pips. So you can do your normal routine again, and then into finding a trade. So let's call it 20. So 0.5, very simple. Then 0.5, 1:2 risk reward. There you go. So you have done 40 pips and you have done your $20. I'm just using $20 now, put depending on your account size. Do you understand? Some market, when you open, they go straight up. Then some markets will daily die before they actually have a wide move. And so those are the things you must consider. All right, USD card. Yes, so USD card. So let's look at 4 hours. So it's a bit choppy, right? Yes, it's very lovely. Oh, this trade I've been in this play for as long as possible. We have a sell here, a stop over here, a buy here, stop over here, another buy, sell. So I think another buy is unfolding, but you have to allow it to really show that, okay? Because so it's good on daily time frame. Yeah, so can see the whole thing that you have been trading was just within a confined environment. Now, if it's not with this scanner, trust me, you wouldn't have taken any trade up to now because the market is a little bit dicey. Okay, so let's go to 15 minutes. And you see, no momentum. So this is a signal, accumulation, manipulation. The one that delivers, no, it's not delivery. So probably wait for the next candle. The next candle can come is bullish though, but it has an up close candle. Pay attention. An up close candle shows that there's a strength from the up than the down. And we need more strength from the down than the up if you're actually looking for a buy. And then look at it. The next resistance was ahead of it. So if you take this trade, you may struggle for a while. So that, but at the end of the day, if you take it at the close of this candle, your stop loss have to be below this support. And then 1:2 risk reward. That means you're going to be doing something like this. So 1:2 risk reward. So can I just extend to this point? Okay. So that's it. But so you treat this thing as your work business. So you have to be aware of that. So look at it. So none of these buying opportunity are very strong. So after the manipulation, look at the expansion, look at the delivery. None of them could close. Even this one could not close above to show you how weak the market is for these peers. Okay, so that's what it says. Then you have to pay attention. And again, the time of being in the market equally matters. So look at gold. I took this trade this morning, massive upsell, and then it gave a very attractive delivery. So sometimes when you want to scalp gold, even with this your scanner, very easy. All right. So if you go to gold, look at it on daily time frame, like I said, on your gold. So you want to say gold, we see with dicey in buying and selling. So look at 4 hours. There was a very nice support that it was bouncing from over and again. But right now, I think that energy is getting weakened gradually because not having momentum above. That means still envisage more crash. So, but if you on a good day gold, because it has a lot of volume, you're on your 3 minute, you'll be scalping like wildfire. All right? Like wildfire. So look at 3 minutes. This is accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This was not too good, but I'm going to take the trade and sell your stop loss above here. Now, this is the rule I give when it comes to scalping gold, 50 pips. And that's why we use the psychological level. So, but you're using this your scanner, you have to discipline yourself when you enter, to know what to do. So look at it. This is doji. That was a very bad one. Then this one, give the signal. We have a bullish candle, though, but not crossing above this. So if you take this trade, that's where you're not going to take big position because this does not close. Then your stop loss below here. Then your target 1:2 risk reward if you want to do that. So you see here. So if you are stopped out, don't say why, because the momentum was not pure. Okay? 199 pips. 1:2 risk reward. So that's it there. Okay. So delivers, say, okay, this is fantastic. Now it came to this point. This market is supposed to be traveling here. Okay. Then we have accumulation, expansion, and delivery. That was not a powerful one there, but why not? You want to take the trade. Because if you go to 1 minute, it's going to give you that look. You see this one? So told you that still was not a powerful one. But do you know what now make it powerful? The complement of your scanners. What do you mean by that? All of them in that 1 minute, they are resting on support. Can you see that? They're all resting on support. That means this support zone is a very strong one. Do you get it? So when you bring this and I close here, just wait for a bullish candle. Either close above here or not, but that's not an A plus setup. Okay. So when you find an entry, you want to look at the next opposing, or what we do, 50 pips, you are good. 50 pips, you are good. 50 pips, you are good. That's how you do it. Okay. So you say the way the market rally up massively, accumulation, expansion, and delivery. So that means your entry was here. So if your entry is here, the market continue to struggle. You can see struggling here. Then you will have taken your profits. And how do you do that? See, that's when you are making use of your scanner here. Look at this scanner. So all this level you are seeing, this is for gold anyway, so understand that. All this level you are seeing, they are 100 pips. Okay? They are 100 pips. So when you take a trade, target the level, target the level. But our goal was that 50, if you're scalping, 50 pips, multiple of 50. So that means if you had entered that one here, let's look at it. So that means if you had entered that one there, this is your 56 pip, your TP1 done. This is your 100 and something pip, your TP2 done. 157, your TP3 done. So now, will I take this trade? It's actually very risky, no momentum, but I know certainly you may take it because you saw that this and then this close above this. Now, this is the rule here. When you take this trade here, where should your stop loss be? Below here. And where should your take profit be? The first take profit will be here. Let's see if it's up to 50. Yes, this is 50. Then the second take profit here, and the third take profit here, the fourth take profit here, the fifth take profit there. Oh, yes. So that's how it is. So if I show you now, so the example, let me show you example. Let's close this one. Okay. I want to share the screen. What's happening here? I want to show you. Oops. I want to share the screen to take a trade. Oh God, what's going on here? Shit. Well, I wouldn't know why this was not happening.
Recording in progress.
All right, so I want to share the screen. So now we say if you don't use psychological level, you probably wouldn't appreciate the take profit levels. You will be looking for you continue waiting while the market has delivered profit to you over and again. So let's go to the MT5. So gold, okay. So let me go to 1 minute, 5 minutes. So gold actually presented a buy opportunity initially, and then that will have hit my take profit when I'm using the psychological level. Okay. So if that's the case, so I'm waiting for another signal, perhaps. So I just want to do an example. Just to give an example. So it's gold, you do 1 minute. So if it's on currencies and all of that, it's advisable on currency you are on 15 minutes so that you can see the clarity of purpose. See what gold is doing. So I just want to find a particular entry. I want to find an entry. And when I put the stop loss and take profit, if it were not psychological level, you wonder how did I arrive at such conclusion. Let's go here. Because a signal is showing now, but no yet confirmation. So instead of the next candle to close bearish, okay, push up hard. That's why we talk about waiting on confirmation. Uh, okay, so can see the continuation of the early time. So I've missed it anyway. Okay. So this trade is the one that's still continuing. This trade here. This trade here. You understand? So then it will have been like this. And now this trade, I'll just tap in to just show you, was a trade. What is this thing? It's a tool we use. Okay. This was your trade here. And you know, after such trade, the market was doing abracadabra. It's none of your business. But before then, from that place that you entered, that has done 70 pips. So that means your first 50 pips was done, right? So now you are in profit. You are waiting. So now it's showing as if we're going to have a sell now. So you have to wait. You have to wait for confirmation. So it's like this candle. Am I off for 1 minute? Yes. Okay. Okay. So look at it now. We have confirmation here as when this candle finish closing. So which one is longer, safe? I've not seen. Okay. So that means I will sell. Just do this example for you. Now, so now this is the way you see. So now because I was looking at which candle actually because I'm not a system anyway. Okay, so this candle actually was higher. Well, no wonder. So let me close this one. Sorry about that. So the waiting, now look at the candle. This candle, this candle here actually closes above that. That means it took up the signal. So we're supposed to be waiting for this candle now. So this one already broke that one. That means the signal was not valid. Now, if you look at the signal that is still working, it's this one. Okay? That was the signal that is still working. Now, so this is the rule. Now, if I've entered the market, where should be my stop loss? Perhaps here. My stop loss supposed to be so now that means there's a new signal, right? So my stop loss supposed to be below here. Right? Or the psychological level. So the first psychological level here, next one, that would be 5124. So 5124, 5124, 5124. Ooh, so down here. Okay, so 5124. I press, then modify 5124. So where should be my profit target? So you can see it was this signal that is still working, right? Where should be my profit target? But this was a very powerful signal. The three candle close, accumulation, expansion, and delivery. Now, this one deliver well. Then your stop loss, not just here, but below here. Then continue. So first take profit here. The second one will have been arriving gradually. The third one in that order. So let's wait and see what happens. So what should be my take profit? You're a late comer. So I'm just going to put my take profit anywhere. 5149. 5149. 5149. Yes. That's our take my take profit. Five one four nine. So let's go back to the Euro USD or the currencies. So I've told you when it's weekend, you have to be careful. Okay. Look at Euro Euro JPY. Gave you a signal, though not too powerful. Not too powerful. Say sell. So let's look at it. Euro JPY. Oh, so this guy had finally given a powerful sell signal. See, this is a powerful one. Yes. You see that? Oh, I was working on, so this is a powerful sell signal. So we're going to be stopped out at a loss. So don't bother. So Euro JPY. Oh, it's there already. Euro JPY. Here you have it. So go back to 15 minutes. So the candle that gave the signal was this. So I'm going to be selling just to, who? Is that how big you are? Euro JPY. Okay, because of the time of the day. Okay. That's too bogus. So my stop loss, Euro JPY, it's gonna be 183.154. 183.154. 183.155. So let's just put it that way. What would be my take profit? 182.560. 182.560. Now, this is when in a trade, you have set your trade like that, you don't start panicking over it. You allow it to run, all right? You allow it to run because it's not about you running around it. It's about you setting your standard and let it be. If you don't let it be, you roam around it, you frustrate the market, right? Like the one I set now for gold, I'm not going to touch it. It's either it give me profit or it give me loss. But once you wait for proper confirmation before taking any step, that's the first predominant thing that you must work with. You don't just gamble, emotions. You put your emotion under check. A very, very serious one. Put your emotion under check so that you don't run into problem. Very important. Okay, you can see the gold now is back to profit. So most time we don't like to see red or bearish or the drawdown. No, no. If you are doing that, you will never be in profit. You can see now, trade is still running. We're back to profit on gold. So the first signal that really understood was this one here. So this is why when I tell people to take trade, I'll tell you DCA, power of DCA. So you will have taken first take profit, second take profit, and now be trailing your market right now. We'll be trailing your market right now. And then that will have been a massive. So let me look at it here. So by now, from that first entry point, okay, let me close this place so that now it's back to draw down again. Okay. So let me share back here. Remember, this is a training, so you have to understand, I'm not advertising. Okay, so this was the main entry. That was the main entry here. And that was the stop loss here. Excuse me. That was the first take profit. Okay, here, 50 pips. Second one. So that means by now, second one is done. So third one will be a little bit above because it had to be multiple of 50s. The next one will be one. This is another 200, 250 in that order. So this is how you run your trade, allow it to breed, then you are good to go. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. The euro, the euro, the euro JPY we entered. Look at it. The signal was not too powerful, right? We have this candle, but look at this doji. If this candle closed bullish, that means the market is invalidated. So that's why I would say almost be a momentum candle so that you can actually arrive at it. So you can see now, TPDs will be done soon. So if I go check my market now on gold, let me check. I'm on $31 profit. I can share with you so that you will not say it's lying. No. Okay, it's back to 27. It's back to 31. It's now 33. So can you see that? Yeah. Okay, so we'll put our take profit up there, and so we'll wait for it. So this is a training for you. Go back to it, learn it, use it, apply it at all time. Now it's getting it. Oh, so now when your first take profit is done, you're adjusting your stop losses accordingly. So that when you adjust your stop losses accordingly, the market decides to go south, you are not perturbed. You understand? So you adjust your stop loss to break even. So when it comes to hit the stop loss, you break even. So because this is a signal again, I think this one is very powerful. It's going to sell, it may not sell totally to be down, but it's going to sell to an extent. But those are not the signal I waste my time on, right? I will waste my time on this signal because I already have a kind of momentum taking up and all of that. All right, so congratulations. You have been following the training. This should be enough for you.